I ended up calling them 2 days later since I hadn't received any updates and thought it was weird since they saw that I had an Aprilia race tune on the bike. When I asked them why that matters, what they told me was that not a great answer to receive. Did I really just drop $200 just to What is going on, y'all? This is XIII. Welcome back to the channel. Just wanted to make an update video on the previous one about the oil leak on my RS 660. If you haven't watched the first part yet, click on the top right link and check it out just for some backstory. Long story short though, I found an oil leak on my RS 660 and I thought I may need a new engine or it needs some sort of grand fix. So I sent it off to my local Aprilia dealer since I had a little warranty time frame left on it. I rode the bike to the dealer since the oil leak was, relatively small and the dealer was about 10 minutes away. I mentioned it in my previous video, but if the dealer was further, I really just would have had the bike towed just to avoid causing any further damage. Getting an appointment at the dealer was pretty easy and they were able to get me in pretty quickly. I dropped it off at the dealer the day before my appointment since I had some more work flexibility that day, and drop off was pretty seamless, good experience, staff were really friendly, but yeah. I ended up calling them 2 days later since I hadn't received any updates and thought it was weird since they had mentioned that they were going to call me the previous day. Anyways, I was able to get a hold of someone who was able to provide me with some updates. So let's start with the oil leak. The tech found that a few bolts were not torqued to spec, so they retorqued them. They suspect that the leak is likely just coming from that, but have not retested after retorquing the bolts just yet at this point. They had held off on actually proceeding further since they saw that I had an Aprilia race tune on the bike. When I asked them why that matters, what they told me was that in order for them to check for electronic errors or issues, they need to plug their device in to actually update the bike. When I asked what this update was, the person I spoke with didn't appear to have an idea since he was not a tech. Fair point. They followed up with letting me know that they need my permission to actually proceed further since this update, quote unquote update, will wipe my tune and essentially return it back to stock. And they need to know if that's okay with me. I was fine with it since I had the up map and can upload the map again, no problem, and I told them to proceed. After I hung up the phone though, I thought about what would happen if I had actually bought the actual race tune ECU from Aprilia instead of going with the up map. Like, would the race tune be wiped and I would need to purchase another race ECU again? I don't know, seems a little bizarre, but I'm hoping that's not the case for anyone that did buy the actual race ECU. That's a lot of money to be spent, a lot of money wasted, and because it's an Aprilia product, I would kind of expect them to not do that, or at least maybe give you another ECU if that was the case. I don't know. Anyways, so another day passes and I get a call that the bike is ready for pickup. Turns out the only issue they were able to find was the loose bolts. After tightening, the leak has not come back. I had also asked them to look into the oil pressure alarm and the quick shifter issue that happens on rare occasion, and they told me that they could not find any underlying issues and the bike was running like normal. They had just chalked it up to computer glitches. What a world we live in now, huh? But not a great answer to receive, but those two issues are not really bothersome and only happen once in a while, so I wasn't really bothered. So the best case scenario that I was hoping for actually did happen. No new engine was needed and it was just simple retorquing of some bolts back to spec. But did I really just drop $200 just to retorque these bolts?
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell
Well,
no,
it is what it
man.
is. To be honest, I have some peace of mind and it's all good. I picked up the bike and have not noticed any leaks or issues just yet, but to be fair, I've only ridden it for about 20 or so miles so far. But guys, What I did notice was how whack the OEM tune is compared to the race tune. I had forgotten all about it until I got on the bike. The throttle feels really twitchy in first, it lags a bit, and then the dip in power you feel in the RPM range is back. The quick shifter also feels a little bit more clunky than the stock tune. Am I going to re-flash it to the Aprilia race tune again though? The answer is nope. Legends, I've spent enough time on the race tune. I think it's finally time to check out the SC Project CRT exhaust specific tune and see how optimized that feels. I honestly forgot that I hadn't updated the map to that already, but the OEM tune just brought it back to mind. I'm so stoked. Is it going to be like an unlock, quote unquote unlock for the RS660? Stay tuned to the channel to find out. As always, thumbs if you enjoyed it, vaporize that sub button if you loved it, and I'll catch you legends in the next one. Peace.